Hello and welcome to B News in English and the stories that made the headlines today.
Prime Minister TRUYnh and cabinet members review socio-economic performance in March and the first quarter. Vietnam saves 546,000 kilowatts of electricity by switching off lines during Earth Hour. Sapatao in the northern province of Lào Cai says to become an international standard tourist site by 2030.
Prime Minister Nguyễn Dũng chaired a regular meeting with his cabinet members on March 31st and April 1st to review the country's socioeconomic performance in March and the first quarter of the year.
Prime Minister Dũng said positive signals in the country's socio-economic development in the first quarter of this year show that we are on the right track. He cited a gradual decline in consumer price index, a rise of 23.6% in export value, and the creation of jobs for 341,000 people. Unaided, the target of curbing the inflation rate to a single digit is possible. However, the government chief pointed out challenges and difficulties, noting a slowdown in GDP and high input costs that had badly affected the processing and manufacturing industries. He asked the State Bank of Vietnam to press ahead with drastic action to keep inflation at a single-digit figure and maintain economic growth rate at 6%. The bank must quickly solve issues such as clearing bad debts, ensuring liquidity, handling banks with weak performance, and keeping interest rates stable, he said. At a meeting, ministries and agencies were asked to review tax and fee policies for matching with reality and well implement social welfare policies. The synchronous implementation of traffic congestion and accident reduction solutions and information dissemination on the issue were also required. The cabinet members discussed the master plan on economic restructuring, gave opinions on the bill on prevention and combat terrorism, and amendments and supplements to some articles of the law on science and technology and the law on employment.
Deputy Prime Minister Hoàng Trung Hải met and talked about bilateral ties with Chinese Vice Premier Lý Keqiang in Hainan on March 31st. Hải is here for the Bo Ao Forum for Asia Annual Conference 2012.
Chinese Vice Premier Lý welcomed Hải to the forum, saying this shows the Vietnamese government's desire to boost economic cooperation in the region, as well as economic and trade ties between the two countries. He reiterated that his government attaches great importance to developing the friendly and neighborly relations and mutually beneficial cooperation with Vietnam in all fields. Both officials noted recent positive developments in bilateral relations, especially those made after the China visit by Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng last October and the Vietnam visit by Vice President Xi Jinping last December. They agreed that working closely in grasping and strictly implementing common perceptions reached by senior leaders will foster the development of the two countries' friendship and cooperation. They also noted the maintenance of high-level contacts and visits is a decisive element in strengthening bilateral relations. On the sea issue, Deputy Prime Minister Hải laid stress on the need for both sides to strictly enforce the rich common perceptions and the agreement on the basic principles guiding the settlement of sea issues between Vietnam and China, so as to satisfactorily resolve arising sea-related disputes and issues. He requested the Chinese side to unconditionally release 2 fishing vessels and 21 Vietnamese fishermen aboard, and not to take action to further complicate the situation. The same day, Deputy Prime Minister Hải met with Lord Ba Minh, Secretary of the Hainan Provincial Party Committee.
The General Statistics Office, GSO, has reported the number of internet users in Vietnam in March saw a decrease of 500,000 from February to stand at 32.1 million. This number has decreased from the second consecutive month. Let's see the details.
In February, the number of internet users faced a drop of 800,000 from January. The GSO estimated in the first quarter, the number of new telephone subscribers was 2.6 million, including 7,600 fixed telephone subscribers and 2.5 million mobile phone subscribers. The new figure brought the subscribed telephone users in the country to 134 million, a rise of 3% over the same period last year.
A rice processing plant jointly invested by Vietnamese and Cambodian companies has started operating in the outlying area of Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Being the largest of its kind, the plant will process rice for export.
The plant is invested by the Cambodia-Vietnam Foods joint venture. It has an initial investment capital of $6.8 million and a desired processing capacity of 100,000 tons of rice for export per year. The first processing line of the plant is capable of polishing 20,000 tons of rice annually, while the second line is expected to begin trial operation in May this year. Cambodian officials said they hoped the plant will support Cambodia in realizing the goal of exporting 1 million tons of rice by 2015.
The Electricity of Vietnam reported that Vietnam saved 546,000 kilowatt-hours of electricity, equivalent to 712 million Vietnamese dong, also $34,000 by switching off lights during the Earth Hour from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. on March 31st.
48 provinces and cities nationwide joined this year's campaign, which is sponsored by the Worldwide Fund for Nature. The event aims to raise people's awareness of saving power and using this source of energy more efficiently to reduce the negative impacts of climate change. The theme for this year's Earth Hours is I Will If You Will. In Vietnam, the Earth Hour campaign this year is special as it becomes a national program. In Hanoi, the center of Vietnam 2012 Earth Hour campaign, lights were turned out at major sites like the Hanoi Opera House and areas surrounding Hoàn Kiếm Lake. This is the first time I had joined the Earth Hour campaign. I think the event is very significant because it has raised our role and awareness on environmental protection. This year, the Earth Hour campaign calls on everybody to translate their commitments to protecting the global environment and using energy in an efficient and sustainable manner into specific dates and daily actions. I think Earth Hour does not take place only on this day. I wish people will be more aware of protecting the environment and the planet. With a small act today, each of us will contribute to the bright future of our planet tomorrow. In response to the campaign, Hội An ancient town in the central province of Quảng Nam turned to the glittering lights of candles and lanterns. Ho Chi Minh City became sparkling in the lights of candles and solar energy and energy-saving lighting system. Earth Hour was first organized in Vietnam in 2009. Last year, 400,000 kilowatts of electricity was saved during Earth Hour.
Sapa town in the northern province of Lào Cai is set to become an international standard tourist site by 2030. In a plan recently announced by the Provincial People's Committee, it looks to receive 3 to 4 million visitors annually.
In the plan, which is the outcome of cooperation between the Lào Cai People's Committee and French experts, Sapa is expected to record an average growth rate of 7.2% annually, becoming an economic and cultural center of Lào Cai province. The town will work as a cultural bridge for ethnic minorities in the northern region and a key trade hub in the northwestern mountainous region and the Vietnam-China border area. According to the plan, Sapa and its surrounding localities will be divided into 5 major tourist areas. They will develop on the basis of tourism themes, including heritage tourism, in combination with agricultural ecological landscapes, primeval tourism, and tourism exploring the cultures of ethnic minorities. Today, Sapa is still regarded as one of Vietnam's top vacation and relaxation destinations, sought out by locals and foreigners alike due to its timeless charm, mild temperature, and breathtaking beauty of the surrounding landscape.
And that has wrapped up today's program. Thank you for tuning in and see you tomorrow.